designed to counter domestic terrorism. The administration focused on preventing certain groups from executing acts of violence and repeatedly blaming the, quote, radical left. It comes as ongoing protests continue outside of the ICE facility in Portland, Oregon. That's where protests peaked in June. NewsNation's Jorge Ventura is on the ground in Portland with the very latest, Jorge.
Well, Nicole, more of those protests are expected later tonight, but now Antifa has been designated as a domestic terrorist organization. So it'll be interesting to see how large those demonstrations are later tonight. President Trump calling that group professional agitators. And about half an hour ago, the Department of Homeland Security tweeting this, Nicole, on that group Antifa, saying, quote, rioters in Portland, Oregon have repeatedly attacked and laid siege to an ICE processing center. Many of these criminals have been arrested and hit with federal charges. Rose City Antifa, a recently designated domestic terrorist organization, illegally docks ICE officers. They published their home address online in public flyers. Individuals associated with Antifa also sent death threats to DHS personnel. And some of these protests have turned violent right here, Nicole, in Portland, Oregon, outside of this ICE facility. If you guys should take a look at it, you can see that the facility is completely boarded up. You're actually looking at some of those videos of those.
So Trump is sending troops to Oregon. Bruh, I'm not gonna lie. These citizens of Oregon are demons. They are attacking this facility. And you know what's so crazy is they say, oh, it's mostly peaceful. No, it's peaceful at daytime. It's peaceful when the lights are on. It's so bad, right? I'm going to show you that the people that live by this facility call the police, and the police say, hey, ICE is down there. We're not messing with it. We have orders not to mess with it. If it wasn't ICE, we would do it. But without further ado, let's roll the clip.
Flashes. We've seen crowds throwing rocks and grenades, even launching fireworks at agents and towards the windows of this facility. Some groups have even attempted to set a fire while agents were still inside the building. Now,
me and the group of elected leaders and community leaders behind me, we are in the central city of Portland, Oregon, and it is a beautiful day.
First of all, listen, respect to this woman, dog. They are so bad. Listen to me. They are so bad. They had to remove a whole school out of it because they had a school by that facility. That's how bad these people are. I have to put that out because it's so contentious down there. Whatever she's about to say is about to be some word salad crap anyway. Just had to put that out there. It's crazy.
And we are very happy to be here speaking with you today. In my conversations directly with President Trump and Secretary Noem, I have been abundantly clear with them that Portland and the state of Oregon believe in the rule of law, and we can manage our own local public safety needs. There is no insurrection, there is no threat to national security, and there is no need for military troops in our major city. Military service members should be dedicated to real emergencies. The members of the Oregon National Guard, their mission is to stand up and protect Oregonians, and they will do that every day, but they are not needed in the city. They are not needed here.
This is about to get bad, y'all. Just brace yourself.
Well, Liz, we actually saw about 30 people when we rolled by earlier this evening, and things are pretty quiet for the most part, other than the occasional honking and yelling like what you just described. But a lot of neighbors are used to something a lot different. A lot of flashbangs, pepper balls being sprayed from ICE agents onto protesters, and then fireworks being thrown at the ICE agents. So while it looks a little bit different tonight, some neighbors say they're fed up with everything going on. for the last 70 days or so, we've documented scenes much like this at the ICE facility on McAdam Avenue.
It's completely like a war zone.
Tear gas deployed, fireworks thrown, flashbangs ringing out.
One resident sued the city to force cops to enforce the laws, and this was uncovered during discovery. One officer telling another on the police radio, quote, "If it were not ICE, we could assist directly."
I told you. I told you. Listen, that nice lady, she told y'all, listen, if ICE is here, if you're not getting any help from us, that means the police. You heard what she said. She told the federal government, we don't need your help. This is insane.
And this was uncovered during discovery. One officer telling another on the police radio, quote, "If it were not ICE, we could assist directly."
This is a full-on abdication of police duty in a 4-block radius that impacts some of the most vulnerable Oregonians that we have. Now they've said, meh, we're just going to let violent rioters do this for 80 straight nights, and we don't care.
And here's the crazy
80 straight. Listen, y'all saw it. I had to put that in there twice because I didn't believe it. But this lady, right, told them, like, look, don't help ICE at all. This is amazing.
Rapper Ice Cube caught fire in downtown Portland Tuesday morning, just hours after his Moda Center show. Fire crews responded to Southwest Oak and Broadway, where they say that the boss had caught fire. They quickly put it out and cleared the smoke. No injuries were reported. Ice Cube's team says the crew is safe. The performer did share this statement saying, quote, "I'm not taking this incident as a personal attack. A coward like that would burn anybody's property that was out there at the time."
Antifa is so bad. They attacked Ice Cube. He was just performing there. Oh, now watch how the Democrats blame this on Donald Trump. They are geniuses at just spinning everything into Donald Trump. Watch this.
Environment and Donald Trump's rhetoric when all of this escalation can be traced back to his entrance into American politics. His claim to fame was saying that Obama wasn't born in America. He was the first presidential candidate to have his crowd chant, "Lock her up," about a political opponent. You can bring up the insurrection. Even in the past few weeks, my home city of Chicago, he posted a photo of Chicago being invaded by the Department of War. So the broader point here is Donald Trump endlessly deflects and tries to blame it on the other side when he is the one responsible for amping up the tension in America. And I've spent all of my formative years throughout high school, throughout college, looking to the president, who I'm supposed to be able to look up to, and seeing somebody who's trying to place blame on the left, who's amping up the rhetoric constantly. And yeah, it's not good.
So you think it's Donald Trump's fault that a deranged leftist climbed up to the top of a building and shot up the ICE facility, not once now, but twice in Texas?
I think it's Donald Trump's fault that America has gotten to this heated place. I think that
no responsibility for the radicalization on the left that's causing this violent outburst.
That 29-year-old is radicalized by online communities and online algorithms. I'm not going to blame that directly on Trump, but he was caught in a lot of online video game algorithms and all these.
See what I'm saying? What? He was caught on an online algorithm in video games. He's 29 years old. 29. When did Grand Theft Auto come out? I think I was 13, 14 years old. He's only maybe like, oh, let's see, 29. Yeah, I'm getting old, y'all. He's about 6 years younger than me. Anyway, you're blaming video games? Is this what we're doing? But we're going to see. He's not the only one that the video games have made violent. He hasn't. He's not the only one.
Or other physical force may also be used if justified by law. You are directed to move away from the ICE facility.
is quite the day. As expected.
Oh, this one is really good. So I told you I had to remove a school. I'm gonna tell you why they had to remove a school. They got up to 500 people. 500 people in this little location because it's downtown, like, and so they had to remove a school. Now watch how this proud protester talks with so much pride. It's beautiful.
After the announcement that the National Guard, 200 troops of the National Guard will be deployed to Portland by the Trump administration, we have swelled in numbers like I have not seen since after No Kings. This is amazing. There are at least 400, maybe 500 people all on the street. We've got everything blocked off. PPB is over there surrounding us. We got crossing guards who are taking care of everything. We have tons of journalists out, tons of local news stations, and we just have an insane amount of people. A lot of people, as you can hear and as you can see. So, this is quite the day, and really just goes to show, Trump administration, fucking try us.
Portland. Here's a few of my favorite clips from the weekend, and I'm gonna save my favorite for last because it was gangster AF. For anybody trying to say that there's nothing going on in Portland right now, what the fuck is that? That's Katie Davenport's security because Antifa kept following them around and fucking with them literally all day long. I watched protest footage almost all day yesterday. I can vouch and say they did not leave them alone. This is them now chasing Katie and her security behind the ICE facility in Portland. When I'm telling you these Antifa folks followed around local journalists all day, they followed them around all day long in the streets and public spaces and harassed them. This is not peaceful. This is not vibrant, as the local politicians like to call it. Brave. This man right here in the MAGA hat with the American flag came out because he saw a live stream where Honey Badger Mom was being surrounded by this same little mob of these Antifa folks. And he came out to keep her safe, and they surrounded him immediately.
What did I do? What? I haven't done anything.
What? Do not come back.
Watch out.
If you come back, I'm gonna fucking smoke you, dude.
Really?
Yes, really. I'm gonna smash that.
Hold on, time out. You heard what he said. You come back, I'm gonna smoke you, dude. That got something to do with Trump too, right? Yo. These lefties are they're losing their brain cells. All he has is his camera out and he's reporting what's going on. You know what's so crazy, y'all, is if they were doing the right thing, they would want all the coverage, right? Because you heard earlier when they were 500 strong, they were happy to have all the coverage. Now they're, they're up to their antics. Now it's a problem. But the problem is that when the journalists are doing their job, they're uncovering things, and Antifa doesn't like that. They don't like it. And so they get aggressive. You're going to see how aggressive they get.
That fucking camera.
Stop it. Stop. Sir, stop it.
Stop sticking your camera at people's fucking face.
I have the right to be here.
Okay, did I say?
I have the right to be here.
Stop.
I have the right to film. You have DHS watching you right there.
Stop.
Lasered on you. You have a sniper lasered on you right now.
I don't give a fuck.
Stop it.
Stop sticking your camera in people's face.
I didn't do anything wrong.
These Antifa weirdos love to follow people with cameras around and be like, get your camera out of my face, you're harassing me. I mean, they do that to me here in Seattle. They're not right.
As soon as somebody finds out that they're not on your side, they begin to chase each other. Everybody is running that way. There seems like a mosh pit just started. I got my picture taken, and it was really nice.
I took that skateboard too.
So over there, one woman was looking to probably de-escalate, despite that she was live streaming, probably like most people. And then as a result, they kept pushing on her. And then eventually she had to go back and walk back with her boyfriend defending her with the skateboard. And then that's where it escalated to where twice, maybe 3 times, one around that very area where the guy had gotten maced, and then a second time just around here. In fact, they even started just throwing cans at one of the random cars even after the fact, so a little bit of vandalism after the fact just to get an edge on. And then what they did was they threw one of the beer bottles at them, or maybe they in turn were just throwing in and being raucousy. Then over here, that's where you can see the window that was smashed because they kept chasing after, even after the press guy apparently had told them not to. So unfortunately, it looked like the black bloc had basically escalated in this case because the woman was in a sitting position like this. So when they got up, they were kind of like, basically it wasn't very helpful, even though the same thing would be demonstrated up there when ICE decide that they would sit in that position. But the fact the very people that were the ones that were escalating with the woman live streaming and her boyfriend would sit and claim that's de-escalation in order to keep from being moved. So it's ironic, given that then they decide to push on her by blocking with a sign and aggressive stance in order to force her. Eventually the boyfriend was kind of doing this with his back to them with his skateboard and so on. But then that's when they continued until he had probably had maybe gone into basic brawling with them, but only because they kept pursuing them and escalating.
It's a peaceful thing. It's peaceful. They're just singing songs. I love you. You love. Bruh, you guys gotta know most of the stuff you see on the news is just spin. All right, so now we're gonna get into the school being moved, because let's go. Remember, right? This lady before with the thing on her face said it was 500 people out there, but there's also a school out there. And guess how it affected the school?
And we started noticing munitions and various things on our playground.
Yeah. Boxes of puzzles, books, blocks.
Because they had to move.
Classrooms in the new Cottonwood School building.
Yeah. Parent reaction has been supportive. They want a safe place for their students to learn.
Interim Executive Director Laura Cartwright is hopeful their new school building on Southwest First will be safer than their last one, which was right next door to the ICE building on the South Waterfront. Cartwright was hopeful things would blow over by the end of summer. But by July, there wasn't much improvement.
And that more and more gas and chemicals were being used near and around our playground and gardens, making it seemingly unsafe for the futures.
And in the last week, they were able to secure a sublease here at the former Bridges Middle School.
They've been extremely generous to us in this process.
And they're asking for any financial help they can get.
A big undertaking and something that we didn't know was going to happen. So it's definitely been impacting our budget and impacting how we can serve our students. So any support we can get from community will really go directly to helping our students.
Yeah. It's the hypocrisy for me. It is literally the fucking hypocrisy for me. Yeah. They scream about the schools and they're defunding the schools. And they make a school move because they can't act right. Yeah. Liberal.
Move back! 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 Move
President Trump signing a new executive order designed to counter domestic terrorism. The administration focused on.
All right, man. Listen. Listen. He got to send them people. He has to. He has to. Just imagine like the citizens that live in that block. I know they're not getting no sleep. They said 80 days of hell. Oh my goodness. But I have to show y'all the truth, man. And the truth is they have an agenda. And the agenda is they want ICE out of Oregon, and they're willing to do anything and everything to achieve that goal. You know what Trump is going to do, right? Trump don't care. It's CJ. We out.